Well, I think what really drove the markets today was the China data, not just the trade data, but we got total social financing data. That's liquidity. It was up 80% in March. And it was up 25% in January and February, and it was flat all last year, and it started to recover. And so I think we've been talking about green shoots in China. This definitely confirms that there are some green shoots for sure, because if you saw what actually rallied today, it was the cyclicals, it was the materials. Obviously, energy participated because of the deal, but also it was the industrials that had exposure to China as well that outperformed.
Doug Ramsey is also joining us, Chief Investment Officer at the Leuthold Group. But Doug, we were just saying how today's rally, there was some stock specifics, but some decent macro data out of China. What else do you think drove today's rally in general?
Continues to be fear of missing out. Hear it all the time. It's been a wonderful melt up. We certainly didn't see it to the extent that it's occurred. We came into this year pretty conservatively postured. We're neutral right now, balancing off some of the economic risks. And I think the lagged impact of tighter policy throughout last year, not just in the U.S., but globally. I mean, that tightening impacts economies with a lag. And I think we're still going to see some dicey economic numbers over the next number of months. But at the same time, this momentum is just over the top. I am. It's everything. It's the leadership. It's, you know, the scare that we had in the fall of 1998, LTCM, that triggered 3 Fed rate cuts. We had a big scare 20 years later in the fall. We didn't have rate cuts, but we certainly had an about face that triggered in, you know, a rush back into the market. The leadership is very similar. It's back into the leaders that have really led throughout this entire 10-year bull. I mean, it's back into large cap growth stocks. I mean, today certainly was somewhat broader, but the leadership is really the same. I mean, it's tech and consumer discretionary, and again, growth over value, domestic over international. It's all very mindful of that period of 1999.